This weekend, I got the chance to get my first club fitting from Titleist to do a review for the new GT1 driver for MyGolfSpy. Huge shout out and thanks to both Titleist and MyGolfSpy for giving me this opportunity, as not only is this my first club fitting, but it's also my first brand new driver. My fitting was at Elk Run Golf Course in Mason, Ohio with Titleist fitter Joshua Bergbacher. Joshua was awesome. I was a little worried as a high handicapper about making a complete fool of myself, and well, you will see in the video, my first few hits were pretty bad, but Joshua helped me get right back on track. He gave me a few pointers here and there that really helped me get dialed in, and we started with the GT1, as that's what I was getting in fitting for, and went from there.
That's
Probably about three. We'll probably do about 3 or 4. I can delete any ones that aren't any good, so don't worry about that.
alrighty. Actually, we can do that.
What is the shaft you have in there? Hazardous blue. Okay.
Yeah. This is just stock off the shelf.
Yep. And if you were to fill out a questionnaire, would your typical flight be right to left, left to right, straight, high, low?
If it's good, it's normally straight and low.
Okay. Left or right at all?
Maybe a little left.
Okay.
On my miss, my normal miss is pull left.
Okay, then that, the GT1, it probably end up will be a pretty decent choice.
Okay.
We'll look at the spin numbers and whatnot and see what we'll come up with.
Ooh, that wind is picking up.
I had a good day until 1 minute ago. And just one more. I'm going to go ahead and start building something, all right?
Alrighty.
Pretty low, though? You're typically low?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's I always have issues getting it in the air.
Okay.
Oh, that was a little better.
So I'm going to try a featured shaft to begin with.
Okay.
And see if we get a upgrade or premium shaft if the numbers.
Okay.
So essentially, I'm just here to give you whatever works best.
Perfect.
Doesn't really matter how much it is or what it is. They just want me to make sure I take care of it.
That's nice.
But I always start at the standard offerings anyways, because it really, the shafts are so specialized that I don't know if they are a huge difference on, I would say, the standard golf swing. Someone that's really looking for something special, or if we're trying to overcome an obstacle, sometimes the premium shafts help us do that.
Well, and that's what, this is my first ever fitting.
Yeah.
I've never, so it's good to,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
you're fine.
I know it keeps running in front of your screen.
Oh, it's fine. It should,
Not track.
yeah. Hope, I mean, it's, they're pretty smart. If you got one at some point, you'll.
I've never used it, so I got one actually through the military, through the PA.
Okay.
Or social media type stuff. I just haven't used it at all.
That's what I did. I ended up picking it up. I did PGA Hope last year.
Yeah.
And that was a.
Yeah, I'm a Hope instructor actually.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yep.
Now we're going over that. That was a little. So I just really started playing again last year.
Okay.
Yep, I was on the golf team all throughout high school, and I really enjoyed it back then. And when I joined the Army, I just quit playing.
Yeah, same way.
Over that. That felt pretty good.
Okay. The launch pretty good, decent ball speed. A little high on spin. Go ahead and hit one more here.
Okay.
Each club head is kind of a different spin characteristic and launch, okay? So I know we're here to try the GT1, but we're going to try whatever fits you best.
Okay.
So we're going to go through the numbers and see what we can come up with. That was it. Really good, man.
Thanks. That one felt really good.
I like that.
Alright.
All right, shaking it off now. The ball speed's going up, carry's going up. A little high on spin. So something you said is you have trouble getting it up. So this is where we're going to try more specialized gaps.
Alright.
That's good. The club head isn't spinning out of control right now, but we could be in either GT1 or 2.
Okay. Now, does the spin, does it keep it like from getting up in the air a little more, or?
Spin kind of does a couple things. So too much spin, you could get a little bit of a push out to the right, kind of the tail that you typically see with spin. And spin can actually, when this ball takes off, can actually kind of like make the ball rise.
Okay.
So it's almost like you can imagine. You ever see a ball or a curveball, a baseball where it could rise?
Yeah.
That's what spin can do with a golf ball.
Okay.
Too little spin, and we could actually you duck hook or a dive. You hear people like, oh, it's diving out. So if the ball flies straight and then just kind of dive down to the ground, too little spin.
Okay.
So
it's like finding that sweet spot.
Yeah. How do we get in the sweet spot? Well, combination, and this is what. You may have even heard me tell the other guy. There's what the club can do and what you can do.
Yep.
So the club we can help. We're going to take a little bit on our part as well.
All right.
So that really didn't spin horribly. A little bit of a fade. How that feels? Okay.
It felt pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I off hit that one a little bit.
Just a hair.
Let me grab.
So that would be that fade rising spin. But we launched a little bit better.
Okay.
It could be tee-eyed as well. I mean, it's teed up a hair high, but
Okay.
I don't want you to feel like it's too low-eyed. There you go. I like that. Like right to the bottom of that yellow.
Alrighty.
A little high.
Alrighty. That felt pretty good.
Probably a little less speed, spin and a little more ball speed there.
All right. Pick some of these up.
So on the nerdy side, get back into golf. Negative attack angle is also what causes spin. So when you said you hit it low, sometimes if you're coming in at a negative attack, it's only launching a certain height, but it's also adding spin.
Okay.
So your spin rate probably right. It's on a high side, so we would want to go lower spin.
Okay.
But we're going to go back to the GT1 here in a second. I'm going to try a different shaft.
Alrighty.
Hit this one more time.
Felt really good.
Yeah, this is definitely an option. And we kind of see where we're hitting. Actually, see all these dots? These don't come on clubs. This is what I put on here to show people. So a little bit higher spin in this area, a little bit lower spin. So if you heard me telling that other guy, like, hey, he was too close.
Yeah.
Well, if he's too close, you're going to hit it in here. So what you can try to do, I'll show you the trick here.
All right.
To help in the impact area, I'm going to
It's somewhere out there.
I'm not going to hit. I'm just going to show you.
if we set up, actually you can see the dot on the top of there, right?
Yep.
So if you set up normally at that GT mark, which is dead center of the club, we'll say, and as I swing, I impact, I'm not typically impacting on the ground, right? I'm not like super low.
Yeah.
The club has hovered a little bit. So if I stay here and I hovered a little bit, see where I'm going to hit it?
Yep.
So I just back up a hair, and now when I hover, I'm closer to center. Some people have been so close, I have to put a dot all the way out here. So something that can help as well. Let's try that one more time.
Alrighty.
Pretty good, and our spin dropped a little bit. So hover that up in the air a little bit. Sit, heel, come back. Or back. There you go. There. Might feel like you're stretched, but you look pretty good.
Alrighty. Yep.
All right.
That felt pretty good.
Still hit it pretty solid, right?
Yep. All right.
Okay, so that's how we're going to attempt that again. So we're going to go back to the GT1 heads with basically what I just showed you as well.
Okay.
And it could really, where you hit on the club face can really affect what head that we put you on. So
Okay.
if someone's hitting in the heel all the time, then I probably need to give them the lowest spin option we have.
Yeah.
Theoretically. If I can push them away, now I opened up all the heads again. So.
And I mean, I'll be honest, at this point, like I am still really learning how to hit again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I mean, last year, I think my first round I played last year, I think I was 136.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, same. When I was in the Marines. I went to the Marine. I was in the Marines for 9 years, and same thing. Like I stopped golfing, came back, and now I'm in the BJ program. So a little bit of work, and all of a sudden, you're back at it. Or a lot of work if you're like me, die hard, live and breathe it. So
That's what my wife, she's like, is this your only hobby now? I'm like, yeah.
There you go.
It is.
That's how I got back into it. All right, so check your hosel location, your impact location. Hover that driver head a hair. Hover that. Yeah, there you go. Now back up just a hair. There you go. Yep, that looks really good.
Okay.
Just a hair thing, but went pretty straight.
Yeah, that was pretty good for.
For a miss, it was a warm burn, but it went straight, right?
I'd still be able to find that. All right, so. That was.
A heavy hit.
Let me just.
So each ball as well, part of this is just trying to figure out what ball you hit. The Pro V1's pretty neutral.
Okay.
Pro V1X is a little bit higher spinning, so I don't know if that's a great ball, but a Pro V1X left dash might be a good ball.
Okay. I don't know where that went.
It went high, I saw it. It didn't really go super high. 15. Went right down the middle. And,
Okay.
yeah, I lost it. 15 isn't a horrible line.
I was like, that's gone.
So I'm going to throw a couple of these balls to your bag. These are left dashes.
Okay.
So they're a higher launching, lower spinning ball.
Okay.
Kind of what we need is higher launch, low spin. That's kind of where I would suggest going. Secondary option would be a Pro V1.
Okay. So not a Pro V1X.
It's going to spin a little bit more. If you have spin, like if you're spinning a lot to begin with, we don't want to add more spin.
Right.
Now, it's not like night and day for those two balls, but might as well hit something that's closer.
Right.
To what you need.
All right. Let's see.
That one was pretty good. You see it?
I did not.
Straight over. See it, the people at the green.
Okay.
Laying it out there probably around 230 or 240.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Spins a little more. I'm going to take the club from you again.
okay.
I'm going to go back to the 2. What's our typical flight? You said, okay, I'm a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Carry's going to be our friend, but we've got to carry and not have a ton of spin. So we need something that's going to launch a little higher and spin less. That's kind of what that profile of the shaft is. It's a high launch, low spin shaft. It just, I'm going to tweak it a little bit and help us out.
Okay. Ooh, that was cool.
Just a little pull, but hit pretty solid.
Yeah.
For a pull, that was hit pretty solid. That dropped a lot of spin. You remember me saying left is pretty much a little bit lower spin?
Yeah.
Right is higher spin, typically. That dropped about 500 spin going left.
Oh wow.
Pretty solid. How'd that feel?
That felt pretty good.
See it?
Yep.
That one's hit really good. You know, because it's like, as a fitter versus a questionnaire. Right?
Yeah.
You've heard me ask a lot of questions. Why? Because I could just give you a GT1 and say,
Yeah.
here, you're going to have this, but the issue is if it doesn't fit,
Right.
then
That's
we're in a pickle. And we don't want to do that. So
well,
the
and that
goal
was
is to let you try it and see how you feel.
yeah.
And see what the two feel like. But the ultimate goal is to get you something that fits better.
Right.
We don't want you to go play something that's detrimental to the game. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I think a little bit of input from us has helped steer away from, hey, you're just going to get fit for this.
Yeah.
Now we can say, well, we're going to have you try this, and then we're going to see where it goes from there. So
Okay.
it spins a little more. If you had a duck hook or hit it really left, or the last option is, or last two would be, you hit it really low and you hit super low swing speed. Your swing speed is probably in the regular to stiff range.
Yeah.
Stiff could help you put a little bit more spin on it. You know, you might not get through the ball. So I've got you in a regular, but not all shafts are equal.
Right.
So a regular in this is not necessarily a regular in that. This has a very stiff profile at the bottom half or 2/3 of the shaft. So basically from this section down, a little stiffer, and here a little softer.
Okay.
So another shaft might be super soft at the tip and super firm in the handle. So is that super important? Not necessarily, but that's just how the shaft profiles are. And it's a little bit of preference. That right there is like probably one of the best combos there is, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that one right there, right? I hit the same shaft. A lot of guys hit that. It's a very popular shaft.
Okay.
Pretty stable. Ventus, we have Ventus as well, but I'm going to have you hit a couple more, and I'll try maybe 2 more shafts.
Okay.
When you hit a 240 with this shaft, a 260, a 245, 247, and a 257 with this shaft.
carry?
Total.
Total. Okay, I'm like, holy
Your
cow.
Carry, so the carry was like the 220, 230, 220. So typically about 220, 230 carry.
I mean,
pretty good.
that's I will say that's way better. So I have a Rapsodo at home.
Yeah.
And so when I switched to the driver I have now, I was using a Callaway Edge set. I could not get more than 180 carry out of that thing.
We're doing better, right? And, you know, the ball, surprisingly enough, I mean, the left dash is a little bit further away from the other two balls in performance-wise as well. So, like, flies higher and lower spin. Two things that we need.
Right. Okay.
And we're going to hit a couple of them. They're going to disappear out there, so someone's going to get some free balls. We're going to have you hit a couple of those too.
Felt pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and so compared to what I was hitting last year, I would take that all day long because I'd probably be able to find that.
There's not a ton of shafts that are going to be like, I would say, like life-changing here. A low spin, high launch shaft is definitely probably one thing I like. I like the launch. Your launch is anywhere with 11 degree, anywhere between 11 and 13 or 14 degrees.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Tour average is 12 and a half. When he first came up, we're hitting everything low left, right?
Yep.
So I would say that it's possible, and that's what you told me you hit with that, right?
Yeah.
Probably not a great fit. Could you make it work? Change some swing mechanics? Yeah, we could make it work.
Like I said, what happened?
I don't like putting a ton of input on the hosel. I'm kind of the belief we give you a couple pointers on the swing versus just having. If I didn't give you a pointer like on the tee height,
Yeah.
the tee location, I could adjust that club to kind of make up for this or that. But if I can give you a quick tip, and all of a sudden we're able to just hit the club neutral, that's a better goal, right?
Yep. That's.
We don't have to induce anything extra.
Ooh.
That one looked pretty dang good.
Yeah, that felt good. I like that.
That was good. Just banded slightly. But the thing is, that's your mess.
Not bad.
That's.
Little fail, but not bad, right?
Yeah.
Still finding it. Little spinny.
Let me.
Okay, launch pretty good. Ball speed's pretty good.
Man.
A little high on spin. All right, we're gonna throw the other one back in.
All right.
I think you hit. I mean, so this is a Venice. See it on tour a lot. Doesn't fit everyone. DI was a really good setup. Yeah, to me, it's a no-brainer.
Whew.
Right? That one was smoked. That was your highest ball speed. Furthest ball, 273 total, 240 carry, 2,500 spin. So if I were to take a picture of this, I'm going to, because then I'm going to send it. I'm even going to just send you. I haven't deleted anything. I don't want you to think I'm dishonest. So I'm going to send you this at some point.
Okay.
That's it. A couple of these.
Let me grab some tees.
That one feel pretty good.
Yeah.
It flew perfect. Still in the. I'm still in the mindset that this is like a perfect fit.
All right.
And just our fitting process, we typically like to do a max of 30 swings and 30 balls, right?
Okay.
To dial you in. So give you too many, and all of a sudden we can take bad swings. I like where you're at right now. Doing pretty good. That was about as efficient as you could hit the ball.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. That was pretty solid too.
Wow.
But typically, if we just did that twice in a row, I'd say, okay, we're done. We're not hitting another one. We want to end on a good note. So that was another good one. I'm going to screenshot that one. That'll help you with your info. The only bad thing about me is I'm horrible about putting the info in here, like saying, okay, this was this setting.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to tell you what we're at. We're at A1 on 11 degree, Tour 80, 50 gram, DI5. It's a standard build, really. Well, it's a little bit upgrade shaft, but our spin is 2200.
Okay.
Our carry is 234 and 271. Ball speed was 14 degrees. Ball speed was 140 mile per hour. Launch was about 15 degrees. So efficiency, you're about perfect. And there's the only way to make it any better is tweaking, like, okay, ball, tee height, whatnot.
Yeah.
You hit that one really good, man. You hit the past two perfect. 271, 273, back to back.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Especially the first couple that we hit. I mean, we're like night and day.
Yeah.
So if I were to give you a GT1, I think it can fit people.
Yeah.
Does it fit you? I don't think so. If you swung 10 or 15 mile an hour slower, or you had super low spin, or you didn't launch it very high, then those are all reasons why I'd put you back into it.
Okay.
But I think when you get a good fit, you get a good fit.
Right.
It is, right? And that was the goal that they wanted me to make sure that you fit.
Okay.
Versus just, hey, you're here for the GT1. You can write about it. You hit it. I mean, you hit it solid.
Yeah.
But apples to apples, we're talking 270 with the GT1 255.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. I mean, and our spin between the two is probably 1200 spin for you with the same shaft.
Yeah.
So is that the head? There's a possibility of the swing could have been a little different.
Yeah.
But the heads do spin more. Does it spin 1200 more? I don't know. I don't know what the robot is.
Yeah.
So, but super good fit, easy. I would say hit another one if you want, but we ended on two drives in a row at 270.
I'm gonna end that.
I put that ball in your bag.
All right.
That's what I would do.
Left dash. Okay.
Left dash. Another. So what's the left dash do? Higher ball flight, lower spin.
Okay.
You can tweak the ball based on where you play. If you're playing somewhere that's super firm and windy, or super soft and windy, like not all balls are gonna play the same all the time.
Yeah.
So plenty of people switch balls here or there. I didn't ask you how you hit your other irons, if you hit them high or low, but getting off the tee is pretty important, and the irons, I don't think it's as big as a detriment as it is with the driver.
Yeah.
If we can help with the driver and we can get you into a wedge wedge versus a 7-iron or a wedge versus a 5-iron, give me the wedge and I'll deal with whatever
Yeah.
it's flying, right? So
All in, I had a great time with my fitting. After trying the GT1 with a few different shafts, Joshua put me into a GT2 and we started to see some really good numbers. The GT1 wasn't putting out bad numbers, but the distance and spin numbers really shone through on the GT2. My spin was 1200 higher with the GT1 and about 20 yards less carry. At the end of the day, Joshua fit me for a GT2 with an 11-degree head and a graphite design Tour AD DI5 shaft. Joshua said that if I had a lower swing speed by about 10 to 15 miles per hour less and my spin wasn't so high, I would have been a prime candidate for the GT1. The GT1, however, had loads of forgiveness. Even on my off hits, the distance went down slightly, but I would have been in the fairway or just off, making balls much easier to find. The distances gained with the GT2 were pretty jaw-dropping also. I'm a 30 handicap, and last year my average drive was 170 yards, and my total was 189 yards. So seeing drives that were carrying 240 to 250 and total in the 270s was extremely impressive to me. Joshua also fit me for Titleist golf balls. He fit me for the Titleist Pro V1X left dash. With my spin rate being so high and my launch being so low, the left dash was the perfect ball for helping me reduce spin and increase my launch. I'm extremely excited for the golf season in Ohio to start. Titleist already sent me my new driver. You can see it in the background over here. I'm so excited to try it out and get it out on the course. So hopefully once the weather warms up and all this rain stops, we'll be ready to go.